And now, to major developments in the Middle East. President Joe Biden vowing to respond after 3 U.S. service members were killed and dozens more were wounded in an overnight drone strike in Jordan.
The U.S. is blaming Iranian-backed militants for the deadly attack. Andrea Martinez joins us in the newsroom with those details.
Yeah, this is the first time U.S. troops have died at enemy hands in the region since the war in Gaza began back in October. And U.S. officials believe Iran-backed militants are responsible for the attack, despite Iran denying any involvement in the incident.
This morning, the U.S. outraged over the attack in Jordan that killed 3 American troops and injured at least 34 others. The White House saying Iranian-backed militants launched an explosive Laden drone into a U.S. base near the Syrian border. 8 troops had to be evacuated for a higher level of care. The Pentagon says the injuries include shrapnel wounds and possible traumatic brain injuries. The Secretary of Defense saying the U.S. will respond at a time and place of our choosing, President Biden on the attack.
We had a tough day last night in the Middle East. We lost 3 brave souls, and we shall respond.
Iranian-backed militants have intensified recent attacks, launching more than 160 attacks on U.S. forces in Iraq and Syria since October, when war broke out between Israel and Hamas. This as Houthi rebels continue to target ships transitioning the Red Sea. Just this weekend, this video showed a British warship successfully shooting down a drone, and this oil tanker hit by a missile Friday and set ablaze. The crew forced to abandon ship. Several congressional Republicans have released statements calling for a stronger action from the president. ABC's Martha Raddatz recently pressed the chairman of the Joint Chiefs on the Biden administration strategy in the region.
We don't want to go down a path of greater escalation that drives to a much broader conflict within the region.
And right now, about 350 U.S. Army and Air Force personnel are deployed at that base in Jordan that came under attack. But in this case, air defenses failed to intercept the drone attack. In the newsroom, Andrea Martinez, Local 10 News.